Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I have an exciting new thing to show you today as I am overcoming chickens in my garden. Chickens and gardens don't mix, y'all. Stay tuned and I will fill you in on what's going on. It's recording. So there's one thing I want to remind everybody before I start showing you what we've done here, is that we believe in using what we have and making the most of what we have in our hands. So everything that you're going to see in a minute is all repurposed stuff that we basically redid our whole garden space, and I'm going to show you why and what we did to fix it and what's going on with that. So just so you know that everything you see is things that we had on hand. I didn't buy anything to do this. We just used what we had. So these little hellions right here are the ones that have been wreaking havoc on my garden. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come over here. So first, let me show you what they did, and then I'm going to show you what I did to fix it. So I had a mesh like covering on all of this, but they figured out how to push their head in and eat the leaves through the mesh. So they like devoured a good half of my garden. So I had to come up with a solution that would work, that would allow these guys to free range in the yard, because we believe very strongly in healthy nutritional eggs and letting them free range for bugs. And so they have free access now to the yard, but they no longer have an all-you-can-eat buffet in my garden. So what we did was I have my arch that I had here before, and then I ran T-posts down. So from their coop coming out, they have nowhere to go but straight. There's no access from the garden on either side. And we used the hardware cloth. I ran some rope and chain because, as you can see, this little this vine right here that needs to be cleaned out, that's my grapevine, and so it will have a place to run at the start of spring when it starts to grow. And then over here I'm gonna have cucumbers that will trellis up this arch here and over to the other side. And then of course I have the keyhole garden, and I have pots back there. But the only access to the garden, we have two, but one is this gate right here. And again, it's all repurposed stuff. The fencing, the gate, this chain, we actually found it when we were cleaning out the attic yesterday. And then we just come in, and the chickens cannot get in here. So I have everything here. I'm trying to slow down. I don't want to make anybody motion sick. And I've got lots of room here to plant. We've got access to the nest boxes right here. I come around, access to my makeshift greenhouse, and then I just follow around and access to the whole rest of the garden where they cannot get to it. And as you can see, I had some things that were I had the mesh higher up, and so they couldn't reach it. So they're thriving. Those things are thriving. But everything that was around the outside that they could get to, because I had it like attached to the compost bin here, and so everywhere else they were able to kind of wreak havoc, but not anymore. Now they have their coop, they have the run, they have the whole yard, and I have a garden space that I can work with now. Yeah, see, I'm trying to come out of the garden now. I made my way back around, and these guys are looking for a way in. But it's not gonna. So, just so you know, the hardware cloth right here, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of easier that way. The hardware cloth and the T-posts and all that was from the old coop and run that we had. And then the fencing, somebody had given it to us, and we had put it in a community garden for a while that we had to disband because they were going to make a park in that space. And so we just repurposed the fencing as the gates and the exterior part of this run. So, use what you have. It doesn't have to look spectacular. The idea is that it functions efficiently, that it gives you what you need. And in this case, we want food to grow back here. We want to be able to grow vegetables. We want to be able to grow you know, lettuces and broccoli and cauliflower, because even though it's cold, those things will grow here in zone 8B. The other thing is, one thing I did too to move space around back here, you'll notice it doesn't look as like tropical and full as it did the last time I videoed the coop. And that was because all of my citrus trees, chickens can't eat citrus and they know that instinctively. So they never mess with my plants that are citrus. So we moved those outside the garden because they're not going to mess with them. So we don't have to worry about them destroying them. Whereas anything else that they will eat, we moved into the garden space. And then my tropical stuff, you know, it's all dormant for the winter. So in the spring, when I do the tour, you're going to see so much growth and so much that's different. And all of this will be filled in. It'll look lush and green. But this is a season where we're preparing for that. And we're getting everything ready now so that when it's time to plant those things, we can plant them and it'll grow and everything will be ready. So that's kind of where we're at. We will keep you posted on any other changes. But thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I can't talk today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we will see you again. Bye.